Yo, g'day guys, welcome back to Arthur's videos. Guys, have I got a really great video for you guys today. It's another doozy. Alright, for those guys, it ain't another poker machine, alright? It's not a poker machine, alright? But trust me, that Starlight, mate, everybody gave me the thumbs up, mate. The thumbs up. You don't see that every day, that machine, mate. That was built before the man landed on the moon. Do you understand? So yeah, I got a good response on that, man. I was blown away that I had the opportunity to work on one of those machines before I croak it. You know, everyone who worked on those they're not on this earth anymore. But you know what the description is up the top. You know, this, mate. I've got a story for this friggin' machine, mate. So before I waffle on, you know, it's Yumcha time. So all those guys, you know, get the cup ready. There it is there. Get the cup ready. There's my bottle. Use my left hand. There's the bottle. It's actually going down. All right, I'm going to pour it in. Okay. All right, guys. Here. Okay, I'm opening it. Pouring the Yumcha. Today's a fucking warm day today. All right, so, yeah, there's my shot there. There's the Yumcha. There it is there. Cheers. Okay, you won't believe this. I got it going. Okay, a bit more information will come soon. What happened was, I got this about over 4 years ago. I have introduced this to you guys over 4 years ago. All right, so it's not the first time I'm bringing this up. Okay, I'm going to reveal it under the bedsheet stains, the see-through panties, and all that shit. But the grief I went through this, and the guy who owns this, it was a nightmare. All right, I'm revealing it. Okay, check that out. There it is there, man. There it is there. I've revealed it. Yep, it's the Return of the Jedi. But for those guys, whoever buys this or whatever down the future or wherever house it goes to, this is the number on the machine there. I want to hold it there. That's the number. It's not, okay, there it is, the serial number. And what it is, all right, there it is there. Okay, this machine is that number. The fucking grief I went with this. Oh, some guy goes, oh, why do you swear a lot? Mate, trust me, in this game, you do have to swear and say a lot of words. When I got this going, I'm going to show you the board as well. Of what I've done with this shit, basically, you know what I mean? So, I got it powder coated, the size got powder coated to the closest to the original colour. And that. But what I had, the biggest problem I had with this machine was, let's start from. The guy got it, the monitor in this was a disco monitor, 19-inch disco. Okay, and I think I've showed you guys a long time ago the disco monitor. Go back and have a look at it. What happened was, I'm coming back to show you guys. Okay, this is not it. Okay, this is the yoke. Okay, this is the yoke. The disco monitor yoke had shorts in the winding. I'm going to have my finger there. It had shorts in the winding. Okay, on the disco monitor. So first of all, the yoke was gone because once you have pivotation, and it's called corrosion. Okay, because the rubber sits underneath there over time it delaminates the winding on the yoke. So the yoke's stuffed basically because you got you got top and side, okay, the horizontal and vertical. So his monitor was stuffed. So then what happened was he was chasing a 19-inch monitor. By then I had the game board, which I've shown you guys. I'm going to tell you. So I started working on the game board, mate. Here is all the chips out of the board. Okay, these are all mask ROMs basically. All right, there they are. They're all mask ROMs. About 6 of them were basically, that's right, you know that word. And at the same time, I had to replace all the IC sockets, okay? All the IC sockets I had to replace. So why man, why you have to replace the sockets, man? Okay, the reason is, as I said to you, if you don't have a good desoldering station, don't work on boards like this shit, you know what I mean? What happens, they're only single wipes, okay? They're only single wipes. So after a while, they don't make good contact in there, basically. So I put dual wipes. I've said it many times in all my other videos. But do I have a good disordering for these Atari boards and the Midway stuff? This stuff is shit, okay? So I got that up to the stage. Then what happened was, so I was working on the board and that, it came across a monitor. I've had this for 4 years, give and take over 4 years I've had this. So he came trying to find a 19-inch monitor. But, mate, we were looking for TVs on the side of the road. And some guy goes, hey man, why did you put a 20-inch monitor in there? Dude, you think I'm that stupid or something? I've got brand new 20-inch monitors, okay? Like, the problem with this is, it's got a cradle, okay? The cradle is on the side, okay? The monitor has to sit. It has to be a 19-inch. A 20-inch is too big. The mask won't fit in there, basically. So that's what happens, you know? So you're pretty screwed, like, again, that, you know? And we started reaching out to everybody who ever got 19-inch monitors. Because all the American junk, sorry guys in America, I'm just telling you, 19-inch. And that was a Phillips tube in there. And if you've got cabinets, American cabinets in there, tell me down the bottom, yes and no, whatever bullshit you want to write, you know. But as I said to you, I'm not a fan of them because tubes were shit, basically. They're nothing like a Japanese CRT. I'm not going to pick on the European stuff too, that was shit too, the video colours. The Japanese tube used Mitsubishi's and Toshiba's, okay, in their tubes. They were quality, man. I'm serious. I'm pointing towards my nuts. They are quality tubes that I've got. I've got a 14-inch in my test bench, and which is nearly 45 years old, and it's still got an awesome bloody picture. They were better quality grade tubes they used. So the story goes, after the monitor, we got the monitor. I put it in. I had to retrofit it, try to push it in, stick it in there, got it going. So months go by, then I decided, all right, I'm going to try playing a game on this. So I'm going to show you what the yoke is. There's the yoke. Okay, there's the yoke. That's called a yoke. All right. So I got it in there. I'm about to put a credit on. I put a credit on. And what happens? I had no steering. And I said, oh, for fuck's sake, man. What gone wrong now? Okay. The little plastic gear. There's a little plastic gear. Okay. Inside there. Okay. It was broken. And I said, oh, shit, what am I going to do? I said, no worries. I sent it over to my my R&D department, my 3D printing guy. He goes, hey, man, I haven't done a plastic gear before, you know, but it'll be a good challenge. I said, mate, working an arcade game is a challenge. It's better than Shiguku, okay? So he goes, all right, I'll try it out. So what he did, he made me a handful of fucking samples. There's all in the little bag and that. So, yep, he came up to it. He made it. It friggin' worked, okay? There's other guys have made these in brass, okay? I said, no, I'm going to go back to plastic because why should I change the two gears? One's nylon and the other one's nylon. You can't put a brass and a nylon. It'll chew out. So he made it. Guess what? Colorbungas. It worked. So that was another win for him, you know? So he's going to get a bottle of Yum-Cha for the work. So now, after he's doing that, I've got another one, okay? I said no poker machine, but this is a poker machine. Okay, this is a plastic gear out of a MicroStar and a Land and a Sprint, okay? And I've got a job to do, and the mechanism, this second gear on the side, hang on, where's my little screwdriver? See these ones here? These ones are all been stripped out, these gears, okay? So I'm going to send that over to him, probably a 2-bottle Yum-Cha on this one. And he's going to 3D print it. He's worked out what type of plastic it uses and all that, because I've been trying to ask the old bastard, has he got it? And he goes, hey man, I'm pushing shit uphill, man. I doubt if I've got one of these, you know. So yeah, that's what happens, pushing uphill. All right. So that's that with the gears, the plastic gears. So we solved that problem. Go back up to the screen again. All right. So what happened was, oh, and another one. All right, by the way, here we go again. All right, everyone goes, hey man, with the Ataris on the AVR board or whatever it's called, you got to change the big blue, man, the big blue. The big blue. Mate, it's 27,000, okay? They don't normally pack up, you know what I mean? So I reached out, I got one, brand new one, it was not bad, mate, it goes by the kilo, these. So I changed it, but this machine hasn't had a hard life. Okay, if your machine's done a lot of kilometres, been on a lot of hours and that, yeah, but these are good quality, made in America, mate. Got to say that. You don't see these every day. They're not shit quality caps. I use them in PA systems and audio gear, you know. So they're not crappy brand, okay. So I changed that anyway. My mate had one, so I got it. So I got that going. So there we go on there. So then what happened was, the last fault with this game was, oh no, there's more than that. The last one that I had was, I couldn't go into test mode. The thing would not go into test mode at all. You know, I tried everything and everything. So what happened was, you know, and I was poking away, trying to work out what's wrong with it. Here's the circuit diagram here. I'm going to hold it there for you guys. Hang on, let me get my screwdriver. Okay, here. Have a look at this. There's two RAM chips. They're not RAM chips, they're non-volatile RAM. It writes to them. It's a 2212, okay? They were duds too. I've got another set. So I got them in, and it still wouldn't go into test because this is where you write into it. So everything writes into here, your high scores, whatever details. It's all in here, okay, as well. So I got them, and they wouldn't work. I said, oh, shit. So what I ordered was a 22 C12. I said, oh, God, what was it? So I look at it. It's a 22-112. So I ordered another the 2212. So I put them in. Still no test. I said, oh, my God, what is wrong with this shit? You know what I mean? So I was still pulling my head out, okay? Basically, it was pulling my head out, okay? And I'm going to tell you what, I'll show you what happens, okay? Look, yeah, that's what happens. It goes into test, and that goes into test. What happened with mine was, it wasn't going into test, it was just going to a cyan colour or blue screen, you know, a magenta. And I go, all right, what the fuck's going down here? So the guy who owns this this machine, he goes, well, what's wrong with it, man? I said, mate, I can't work it out. I've done the circuit diagram. I've said, I don't know where it is. I'm going crazy with this. So what does he do? He goes to Google. He Googles it up with that. And this one here, I came up with an idea. I said, hang on, let me check the ROMs, okay? What version ROMs did I have in this? And I'm going to write the numbers on the screen down the bottom of my thing to tell you. One of them was a different number. It was a 125. They had the last three numbers. I thought there's a game number, and the last three numbers are these are the EPROMs. And I go, hang on. So he started Googling, and he sent me a link from some link. I'm going to send the link down the bottom from this UK site, you know. And there was a guy had posted it up. He had the same problem. He goes, the little cruiser had lines through it, and there's something with the colour. So he read up the manual, whatever it was. I don't know where it is. I couldn't see in the manual. If you can't get into test mode, it means there's a colour problem. A colour problem. I had the white. When you got white, that means you got your three colours basically. Your red, green, and blue. I had white. If one of the colour RAMs, I'll show you what a colour RAM is. Yeah, there's a circuit for the colour RAMs. Yeah, this is the colour RAMs. Okay, yeah, I'm moulding it. See the colour RAMs? Okay, these are the colour RAM. I want to hold it there. These are the colour ramps, okay? If you had a colour go down, you won't get white. Okay? So that's why I never assumed it's a colour RAM, because I had white. Everything else was all right. And I said, before I said it this in the morning, I said, fuck it, I'm going to go play a video on YouTube to see if someone has done a video, okay? Because in Maine or whatever they do. So they did. So when I turned it on, you know, and I started looking at it. See the cruiser? See whether it's blue? Mine wasn't blue. Mine was black. And I said, really? Black? So I said, okay. I said, mate, the blue's missing. But I've still got white. I've got green. I've got red. I've got everything. And we go, it can't be, you know. So sometimes, mate, I made a fool of my freaking self. And this background here, it was still, I could sort of see it a bit, you know what I mean? And I go, mate, what's wrong? You know what I mean? So I ripped that out. It's a 2149 RAM, it is. It's a 1K by 4 for those guys, you know. And I put it in, mate. I had a bulge. I checked him over. He had a bulge. He had a wheelie wheel as well. Okay, and I said, mate, the freaking thing's up and running again, okay? But the crap you go for, so sometimes he got to explain it to you. You know, I do fuck up. I'm not always right. But this thing had done my head in, and I go, mate, I still can't talk. I can't believe it. Back to white. If I had white, if the blue RAM was faulty, I wouldn't get white. Correct me. Tell me down the bottom. If you don't believe me, if you got a monitor and you're RGB, pull out one colour and you'll see that you won't get white. And as I said, it was still in my friggin' head in. So until today when I'm doing this video, I still can't believe it. Go, mate, the best one I've ever done, the best doozy that I ever got, you know what I mean? So far, this is the crap I've gone through this video of back to this machine and that. So I still can't get over that. I'm telling you, you can say, yeah, man, we get the point, man. You can't believe it. You know, dude, as I said, I've done a lot of game boards, but I've never seen this one here. Typical Atari. So yeah, see the little blue sky riders, whatever they're called, the Pog Racers or whatever they're called. I don't know, whatever they're called. But before this, I'm gonna turn the machine off and I'm gonna show you the board as well. Okay. All right, here's the board. I'm going to hold it out that way, you sort of see it. Okay, there's the board, okay? Check that out, okay? I'm going to hold it there. Okay, I'm going to go that way to show you guys, but I'm going to go upwards, okay? We'll go this way. All right, there you go. All right. I'm holding it there. This is your program. These are 2212s to talk to and write all your information there. All right? Across over here, okay? This is the blue RAM chip, okay? This is your colours are over here, okay? So, I did shotgun it. You can sort of see I've changed one, okay? Strolling down, that's a 6502. Keep going down, all right? All right. Can you see the big red thing there? Okay. The quad, this is the audio section. Okay, he had no audio, basically, you know? So there's no audio. There's the op amps. He had no audio. That's a quad pokey. The quad pokey's only used in about 3 games or 4 games. Don't correct me, man. Okay. Yep. That's right. He copped it in the cooler. So I reached out to the guy who done this, and he shipped one out for me. He goes, hey man, I've only shipped 4 overseas. You're the first one in Australia, and I sent 2 to Sweden and a couple of other to Europe somewhere. You're the first guy in Australia to buy one. I said, mate, I might reach out to this guy, show him his video. If he wants me to post his fucking whatever his link is, I'll put it down the bottom for you guys. So that was what he was saying to me, you know what I mean? So yeah, so that ain't friggin' cheap. But what is it? The guy's board ain't working, okay? Now it's up and running now. That's the audio crap, you know, for the sounds, okay? That's why it's called the quad pokey. So have a look. All new, these are ROMs, sorry ROMs. These are EPROMs by the one-time hits. You only burn them once, okay? There's a couple of EPROMs. Have a look what I've done. There's only one was still survived, basically, you know? And all of it, I've changed all the ROMs and this and that. But, you know, his board hasn't been molested. I might have to clean this up, you know. That was the last job. I didn't clean it. I've cleaned the flux off that, you know. But as I said, I've done all the sockets. I don't reflowed it, redone everything. But all I was going to say to you is, you know, you got to, it'll stay there. What I'm going to say to you, you know, it's not a board that you find every day. It will pop up, basically. You know, you're going to find another one. As I said, there's a short run. I think there are 700 of these got ever made. I don't know how this one came to Australia. But as I said to you, you know, this really had given me the shits. And another guy, I saw another guy goes, hey man, how are you going to charge this guy? I said, I've got a wheel, I've got a big wheel, and it's got numbers. So I spin it, and wherever it lands, okay? But like I say to everybody else, I just come up with a magic number, whatever it's fair, because I don't want this guy paying for my education. You should not pay someone else's education if he hasn't got no clue, you know what I mean? So what, agree with me, give me the thumb or the finger. As I said, I learned something on this, okay? Why should he pay for my education, I keep saying, you know? Yeah, man, but all these hours you spent in there, you could have done something else. Dude, I don't do anything else. This is what I do for past my time. I do this and maintenance on properties. But the case is, I enjoy it because now I can sit around the table with other guys sitting there and goes, hey, man, we talk about shop or games or whatever. I say, mate, I will have this story till I take it to the grave, okay? A game that friggin' gave it to me, you know what I mean? Put it on my tombstone, you know, the Return of the Jerk-Offs fucking gave it to Arthur, you know what I mean? But yeah, I've never seen this problem, man. I haven't seen it. So lucky that guy had posted up on that site. I got to give him a thumbs up. No, fuck it, man. I want another yum char for that guy, because he had the guts to read the manual. Okay, I didn't. So here it is. Here I'm pouring the yum char in. There it is. There's the yum char. There it is. There to that guy who put that post up, and I thank for him. Okay, and my mate who fucking found it by arse, he did, because I gave him an idea about my ROMs. Guys, cheers. Definitely hit the spot. Okay, so I don't know, man. What else could I say? So yeah, give me any comments. Tell me what you think. You know, as I said, you know, a lot of hours went into this. You know, but as I said, this is what the satisfaction is. You can tell by my voice, I was still in shock and I couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? But never shotgun something. You know, you sit there logically think about it. You know what I mean? You know, everything you do, think about it, you know what I mean? As I said to you, you know, don't shotgun nothing. But these boards aren't the great to work on, I'm telling you now, you know? But at least it's not a poker machine. All right, so guys, drop a message down the bottom. Give me the thumbs, the finger, whatever, man, whatever. As I said, I'm doing it to you guys. Trust me, you ain't going to see this shit again, okay? This is 1984. So you do your sums, man. Do your sums, okay? What this thing is, you know what I mean? So, on that note, let me scratch my head. On that note, all right, you know, the old saying is, you know, pinball machines, video games, and Dr. Love, okay, is a passion, mate. I love what I do. I keep saying that, guys. Thanks for watching it. Okay, hope you appreciated this. The guy's going to get the machine next few days. He'll be going, woohoo, woohoo. So, guys, cheers for watching this video. Thanks.